I've been a fan of this series for quite some time, but there's always one thing that ends up baffling me, and if y'all can explain it to me in the comments below, that would be greatly appreciated. Who is funding Fazbear Entertainment? Like, there have been so many different lawsuits they have had, and yet they're still making restaurants. Who's funding these guys? So many restaurants were open and closed due to some unforeseen incident, like, I don't know, spring lock failures, missing children, a whole other flurry of things. I don't know, the bite of 83. You know, there's just so many things where Fazbear Entertainment should not be able to make another restaurant, like, legally again, but they're still able to. I know an attempt at explaining this came from something called the fnaf Arkham theory, or whatever it was called, and it's very funny because it basically says that the League of Assassins and Fazbear Entertainment somehow made a deal with each other, and that was how they ended up funding Fazbear Entertainment, which it kind of makes sense considering one of the owners was William Afton, and as we know, William Afton is insane, has no morals, and does this shit for the love of the game. I know it's a big stretch to say these two things are connected, but the idea of all the paranormal stuff happening in Hurricane, Utah, and on the other side of the United States, you have a guy dressed in a bat costume beating the ever-living shit out of giant crocodiles. Because I think it'd be funny, let's say that Batman were to fight the FNAF 1 animatronics. Do you think he would do pretty good there? Now, I know that the FNAF animatronics are, like, kind of cracked and all, because Remnants and Agony, or I need to ask professionals for this. But anyways, one of the things I do know is that for whatever reason, the animatronics move fast in the vents. Like, xenomorph speed fast. Why are they able to move that fast in a cramped space when they theoretically shouldn't be able to? Fuck you, that's why. I'm not quite sure if there are any of those VHS tapes. You know the ones. The funny FNAF VHS tapes that range from, wow, that was poorly made, to, okay, that was kind of disturbing. So what if we have those, but we put Batman in them? Like, I want to see more Batman Arkham content, unless there's already a bunch out there, and I just haven't looked into it. But I want to see more, okay? I want to see Batman putting the brakes on William Afton. I know we still, like, concluded that, oh yeah, it's just the League of Assassins funding William Afton. But obviously, we know that's not canon. So I ask again, who is funding Fazbear Entertainment after all of this? Tell me. I just want to know, okay? Anyways, that about does it for this video. I'm not really sure what else I could talk about here, so I'll just throw in a little fun fact. Did you know that cartel activity dropped significantly for a day after Dragon Ball content is released? Yeah, I got that fact from like a couple years ago. I don't know if it's still relevant. In conclusion, William Afton is a traveler victim, bro.